So I gave up shows, I gave up judging, and even to this day now, I only do commissioned work. And I've done this for years and years and years. And people come to me and they commission me to do all types of work from, wildlife. I did a wild bird series for Bodega Bay area on the West Coast, in which I did, I think it was 44 or 45 birds that frequented that area, and then we could sell the prints up and down the coast. Portraiture is a very heavy thing with me. I have a Mesoamerican series in which I directed toward the Aztec and Mayan knowledge being made contemporary for the Latino crowd from Mexico and Guatemala. I have a golf series. I paint all kinds of things that hit my interest. The golf series is an interesting one. It's called World Famous Golf Courses and Links. And that came about because I was looking for a group of people that was great in number and had expendable dollars that could afford my work. So I've been doing that, and they sell just fine. And I have another series of cats and expensive furniture. These are all done with kind of tongue-in-cheek. I do a beautiful, expensive museum-type piece of furniture, and then I put a cat on it, or several cats, and you wouldn't want your cats on these things. And it's kind of an in-joke with me, and I enjoy that. And the people that buy it enjoy having them. I do animals. I do cats and dogs, pedigreed and mongrels. It doesn't matter. You love the dog, I love to paint them. And they come out charming. I have a particular painting, I'm thinking of a Dalmatian right now, that he's sniffing the earth. And this is highly unlikely for a pedigreed dog, but it makes a beautiful painting, and it's very enjoyable. Everyone likes it. And these are the kind of paintings I like. I like to give a human touch to the animal. The animal registers in a pleasant and joyous way. When we're talking about style, the different styles used is, like my Universe series, it's as slick as glass. When you hold it or run your fingers over it, there are no bumps of any kind. It's just like touching a piece of glass. And yet the depth is there. You'd think they're 3D. These are done in a futuristic manner. But then on the other hand, when I have a very coarse painting to do, I use a big brush and considerable paint and just put on quite large strokes. This is what my guide is for the different techniques I use. I use very bold strokes with lots of paint for distant viewing, and for close viewing, which you'll see, I use very small brushes, very slick work, and glazes. And it's these that make the colors vibrate and do the things that I want them to do. You see, a lot of artists will make drawings, and they fly to your house and wherever you're living, and they'll take a lot of pictures of you, and they will then maybe make some sketches or color sketches. I don't do any of that. A person comes in, they can sit for me if they like, but most of them don't like because it takes too much of their time and it costs too much money. They want to give me some kind of a photo, and I say, if you're going to give me a photo, please make it one that you're already in love with, because then I can at least start with something you love and make it even more so by turning it into a piece of artwork that'll go on for all times. And it gives me a foot up on it, and it gives you a safety factor. You're getting something that you already love. Now you're going to love this even more, because my paintings outdo the photos. Portraiture is one of the things that I love to do most because I like people. And I always interview the people before I do the portrait, and I have a very good reading of human beings. And it tells me who they are, and I put this into the painting, and when they come back, they're surprised to see this particular thing that represents them that they recognize. Portraiture, you're dealing with individuals, and you're getting into their soul, actually. I've had people come and they just simply cry. To see people come and look at a portrait of one of their family or something and literally come into tears. And that means that I've hit my mark. So I promise all of the people that come to me for portraiture that I probably will be one of the only guys that's going to give them immortality. But the reason I say that is because I give full provenance on the back of my paintings that carries their name and their date of birth and all of the information that they would want people to know 1,000 years from now if they found it in their attic. And they can turn it around and they can say, oh, that was Mary Jane, or that was John Doe. They know exactly who it was, where he lived, what city he was in, and all of the pertinent information that you would look towards if you were asking biographic information about anybody that was famous. For me, every portrait I do, I know I'm giving this person immortality because this is my goal and aim by not just doing their face on the front, but making sure they're identified totally on the back. All of my work I do for my pleasure, but I know very well that they're going to be highly collectible later. If nothing else, it'll be for the back writing, because it shows a time period and it shows all the people involved in it. Kind of neat. This is a picture of Mona Lisa, and here is the copy that I would like to read to you. It says, "Who is this 600-year-old lady? How do you and most other people in this world recognize on sight and know the name of this ordinary lady? And who will remember you tomorrow and in the future? You can be recognized and remembered too. It's up to you. Let me do your portrait."